KADEN is officially about to retire on January 16th, heading out of the RoWrestling community after what was a quite long tenure spanning back to the early days. And if there's one thing that I could ask you, it's how are you feeling in this state of mind currently?
I'm feeling good, better than ever.
Are you gonna miss RoWrestling?
Probably not. There's a lot of shit that, I think anybody can agree with, which is really weird, even from I wouldn't say not miss it, just like RoWrestling itself is fun, but like the community is like really shitty. Not everyone is, but like a lot of people are,
Why are you leaving RoWrestling?
Well, I'm going to boot camp January 16th until June.
What is boot camp?
It's like through the military. Military.
You're enlisting in the military?
Sorta. It's like a program that I don't have to directly enlist, but I get like benefits out of it and stuff.
That's very...
It's a weird concept, I know.
How long will you be staying at this boot camp?
Until June, and then there's a second program I can go into, and then it'd be January again.
What are some of your favorite memories in RoWrestling?
Probably like winning RCW tag and defending APRW tag at APRW Mania with Matt, and just like a lot of stuff to do with like Big 8 and Matt and all them.
And if there's one maybe particular moments,
probably APRW Mayhem tag titles with Matt.
No. And like maybe like an indie fed from RWA, OWA, UWA fed.
Yeah, RWI was cool.
Really? Well, could you say some of your favorite memories there and how much that impacted your career and what things like formulated your character and motivations from RWI?
Yeah, my favorite memory from RWI is when like I won the world title in OC the first show, and then I was stripped of it and banned from it until like a week later when you let me back, and then I had to defend in an elimination chamber and still won. That was my favorite
guys
memory.
Can go see on the Roblania Network right here. If there's one person that you're gonna miss in the community, who would that be?
Matt Ashford.
What do you think? Where do you think Matt will head after your departure?
He'll probably leave too after, like, I don't know if he's gonna like he might fight until like he loses all of his titles, but he dead ass might just straight up leave.
If there's one thing that you're gonna miss in RoWrestling, what's it gonna be?
I don't know. It's probably like the big feds, even though there's not really one right now. I felt like when there was a big fed, everybody was just able to come together and, the community was a lot more positive, but right now everybody's just at each other's throat and really toxic. And you can even say people, but
Will you return to RoWrestling?
I don't know. It depends on how I'm feeling after I come home. I could be like a completely different person when I come home.
Why are you calling this a retirement when we know you're going to come back?
I'm not coming back, though.
Fair. What am I supposed to ask you? It's pretty straightforward, I guess.
Anything you fucking want.
Who's gonna dox people if you're not here? Like, if we have pedophiles and
Don't worry, I'll write letters from boot camp with everybody's info. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so if I need to request your someone's IP, can I DM you? Are you gonna be active on Discord?
No, I won't have my phone or anything. Like, I literally won't. I won't have access to the outside world.
Well, one of the things that when you do leave, that editing that part out. I know this is very messy. I'm coming up with these questions on the spot. But when the video comes out, like, it's going to look beautiful. Like, it's going to look flawless. Like, we're both going to look like professionals.
Sick.
Like, every interview that's on the network is just, like, terrible. Like
wait, one sec. I have to watch something. Never mind, it was nothing. You can keep going.
One of the projects that you're working on will actually be released after you leave the community, which is Roblania's Spiderman. what are you excited for this movie, and what things do you hope that you fuck one of the projects that you're working on right now that will be released once you go to boot camp is Roblania Spiderman, which you are actually starring as the lead villain. When this movie comes out, it almost begs the question of what things are you going to miss once you're not a part of the community after January 16th.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Like what's
Certain
the question?
things like what things were you looking forward to seeing but couldn't see? Like the movie Roblania Spider-Man coming out in 2022.
That was actually one of the things. Like all jokes aside, I actually am like kind of hype about it because like although like a lot of people might find it like weird and cringe, there's like a lot of hype around it right now, and I feel like with the right people and like right people, like I said, right people working on it and just stuff like that, it'll end up being good. And I'm excited because I feel like I'm naturally an asshole, so I feel like the villain role will fit me.
How are you going to advertise the movie as promised if you're no longer in the community after January 16th?
Well, I'm the greatest advertiser and promoter ever. I mean, look what I did with RWR. Everybody thought I was going to be the next big thing, and then I ended it after 3 shows.
Yes. Which was actually comparatively 1/3 of UWI's run, which was 9 shows. So I think if we had to say there was a winner between the both of us,
shut the fuck
it would
up.
have to be Ashay's.
Right, but I had like more attendance in one show than you did with all those shows combined.
That's no. We had like 50 and then 40 for 2 shows. And then 30, and then 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30,
65, and 65, and 60. And
let's not talk about this.
I feel like it's going to be a lot of people arguing and bickering over nothing.
If you could give advice to the future Fed owners and wrestlers, what would it be?
Just look for ways to be different, even in like small ways. Like everybody does like FCAs and battle royales. Do something different for like a pre-show or something. Do something different with an intro. Like with RWR, we had like nameplates and like the spin the wheel shit. Like it was just small shit that like makes you stand out and stuff like that.
Besides boot camp, what is the emotional reason that you're leaving?
There is no emotional reason. I'm leaving because of boot camp.
But like,
come on, Ace.
Like, give me the scoop. Give me the raw emotion. The pent up anger that you've had. There
is no pent up anger. I'm leaving because of boot camp.
I want to know the real side of KADEN Jersey, the one that's sick of having to air out the dirty laundry in the community, the one who's just given his all to the community and just got nothing back. I want to know that KADEN.
Bro, I'm just going to boot camp.
I want to know the KADEN that worked in RCW and APRW and worked his ass off and ain't gonna single thank you. Is that why you're leaving? Is that the truth?
I was inactive as fuck in those feds, but...
Are you tired of RoWrestling?
Yeah, but that doesn't have to do with...
Are you sick of the people in this community?
Bro, hey, shut the fuck up.
You gotta throw me a bone here. You gotta like...
Bro, there is no bone.
The views have been going down lately. Like,
I'm going to boot camp, buddy.
Look, man. Y'all, literally, I don't know what to say. Like, there's really,
just ask about like who I think is the future.
Who do you think is the future in this community?
Nobody. No, I'm kidding. Redo that,
bro.
Just be like, what do I think is like the future of RoWrestling?
Who do you think is the future of RoWrestling?
I think it will be. I don't know. I feel like it's like a back and forth contest. It's like a new generation. Like everybody's like, oh, it's a bunch of new people, and RoWrestling's dying. When it's really not. It's just like a bunch of new people that we don't know, but that's just how it is. Like there's always been new generations. Like 2015 and 2016 was like a big wave for like all the people that are here now.
What Fed do you think will take over the community and be number one after you leave? Redo that. I voice cracked like a tiny bit. It's not even that noticeable, but you know.
Alright.
What Fed do you think will take over after you leave and be number one?
I feel like there's a couple feds that could do it. I feel like CEW, even though they're like early right now, Austin definitely. If he sticks with it, then I feel like it'll be good. Federation Online is actually a really good fed to go to. A lot of people are like, "Oh, it's AXWV2." It's really, I mean, I guess the look is similar, but it's really not similar to AXW. I mean, so and then YWA is a pretty good fed. There's some feds I could shit on right now, like EWF that fucking suck, and you know. Oh my god, bro! Please let me shit talk all these alliances. Like, ask me questions about alliances, please. And
what alliance do you feel will take over? What about the RWA, IWA, and all the new alliances coming up?
Bro, there will be no fucking alliance to take over. All these fucking alliances suck. Like the SWA shit, bro. They spelled alliance wrong. Like that's the one thing you couldn't do, and you did it. Like. And then this VWU shit, the fucking owner wants to dox me because I said that he was the owner, Cole Owens.
Do you hate Cole Owens?
I don't hate him. He's just weird for that. He's weird as fuck. He said I was weird for doxing people, which I guess in a sense, if that's your opinion, then you're allowed to think that. But I think he's also weird because how are you going to like make fun of somebody and be like, oh, well, you dox people. And then you were talking about wanting to dox me because I said that you owned a Roblox alliance.
What do you feel like is your legacy in RoWrestling?
Honestly, probably a bad one. Like all the doxing shit. I really hope nobody does like what I did and like went down the what was it? You know, like the.
Have you ever doxed a minor?
I mean,
but
yeah.
let's just get the hard ones out of the way because you're gonna be gone for a long time. So you know,
Bro, what's your issue?
It's just yes or no, just hot round.
Bro,
you ready? You okay? Are you okay with this?
Bro, come on. Come on. What's going on, bro? So what's going on, bro? What you doing? Nah, bro. Let me ask you some questions.
Okay.
Do you want to be one of those minors? I know your full name is Jamal Hornswoggleist III. Oh, what, you silent now, Jamal? Yeah, that's right. I know all about you and the Hornswogglist family. You hush mode, ain't you, boy? You hush mode, ain't that you? Ain't that you, boy, Jamal? You do.
Kaden, obviously you might be one of the most controversial, infamous people, but you also are one of the people that had one of the greatest impacts. Is there any final comments you want to add?
Fuck RoWrestling.
And with that being said, I've been Ash A's, and this has been KADEN Jersey.
Wait, Ash.
Is there any...
You and I, we aren't so different. Our goals remain the same.
Yeah?
To protect this city.
What? Network?
But the difference between me and you is that I am an animal. And when an animal wants something, when it needs something, Spider-Man, other things need to be stepped on.
I'm A's.
You know what? Spider-Man, you should know one thing. No prison can keep me, and you know that. So come on, kill me.
Oh, I see what you mean. You're referring to Roblania Spiderman, which is coming out in 2022.